Hamilton. There's nothing wrong with the Hamilton Tiger Cats offense for the first 80 yards of the field. But when they get close to the end zone, things tend to fall apart. After a few practices to work on their red zone woes, quarterback Jeremiah Masoli hopes the offense will click when the Ticats visit Montreal on Friday. Hamilton Tiger Cats quarterback Jeremiah Masoli, 8 throws against the Winnipeg Blue Bombers during second-half CFL game action in Hamilton on June 29, 2018. Masoli keeps racking up 300 passing yards game after game. But the Tiger Cats QB cannot lead his team to the end zone, with just 2 offensive touchdowns in Hamilton's last 3 games. Peter Power, the Canadian press file photo. That's what we were talking about this whole week. Just do your own job, said Masoli on Wednesday. Do what the coaches are asking you to do individually. It'll all add up at the end of the game to hopefully a victory. Hamilton, 2-4, sits second in the CFL East despite a 3-game losing streak. The Ticats have managed just 2 offensive touchdowns in that skid, even though Masoli has twice passed for 300 yards or more. A 21-15 loss to the division-leading Ottawa Red Blacks last Saturday was emblematic of Hamilton's frustrating season. Article continued below. Masoli completed a 29-yard TD strike to Jalen Saunders with 1:54 left in the fourth quarter to cut Ottawa's lead to 18-15. The Red Blacks answered with a field goal, and Masoli started Hamilton's final drive with a 50-yard pass to Saunders to get within scoring range with 39 seconds left on the clock. Masoli then threw an incomplete pass and then was sacked twice, giving up 20 yards to end the game. Those struggles that we're having, we're all kind of pressing, trying to make a play for each other, said Masoli. When in reality we just have to settle down and get back to the basics, and execute what we know. That's been our focus this week, just doing our jobs. Ticats head coach June Jones agreed with Masoli that execution has been Hamilton's biggest issue, since the team's offense seemingly has no problem getting the ball down the field. We had 1 shot in the end zone last week. We had 2 or 3 shots from the 15 to 17 yard lines that we screwed up, that were wide open, said Jones. You gotta make them. You have to make those plays. The Alouettes, 1-5, are an ideal team for the Ticats offense to try and find its feet against. Montreal is tied with the Toronto Argonauts for the CFL's worst record and has allowed a league-worst 192 points. Article continued below. Jones expects that star wide receiver Brandon Banks will be ready to go on Friday. Banks was seen wearing a brace on his left knee after missing practice on Monday and Tuesday. He left Wednesday's practice early, but Jones isn't concerned. His leg looks like it's good to go, said Jones, who explained that Banks had to leave early to attend to a family issue. We've got some decisions to make about the lineup. We've got some different ways we can go. Alex Green will start at running back on Friday in place of John White. Green is coming off the 6-game injured list after recovering from a hand injury.